Boom. Yeah. Oh, shit.
That's good.
Hey.
Talk good shit,
I
man.
put it on for my city. I put it on for my city. I put it on for my city, boy. That thing used to go so hard in the club. Oh, my God.
Definitely.
We alive. We in here. What up, world? This is the group message. We can get a round of applause for that, can't we? Go clap it on. Woo! Tap the mic. Man, I can feel the energy in the room, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the group message, and this is our first official episode for the group message. We clap it up again for that. Man, the energy, I can feel the energy in the room, man. We ready to give y'all this good content, this good conversation, this good talk. I'm your host, CB. We have 4 members in this group that we call the group message. To my left, I got C Power, aka Stat Man. Say what's up to the people.
Yeah, we got Stat Man in this thing. East Atlanta.
Hey,
East side, actually, to be exact. I told you.
Yeah, East
Okay. Make sure we get it clear.
Ooh. Hey.
Get it poppin', man.
Helltown in the building.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Clarity. Clarity is needed these days, man, because a lot of people got it messed up. To my far left, we got Moye in the building. Tell the people what's up, Moye.
What's going on, people?
Oh, Moye. short and sweet.
My boy to the point.
Straight up.
That's short and sweet, I guess.
That's it for now.
That's it for now. All right. And then last but not least, we got the plug B Lee in the building.
You already know the plug. Anything you need, we can get it to you, baby. It's
Hey.
including this content. Let's get it.
Exactly. And that's what we plan to do, man. We plan to give y'all this good content, this good conversation, man. The whole concept of the group message came about probably about a little over a year ago, probably. When I had this idea, because we heavy in sports or whatever, and we do fantasy sports. And I had this idea we need to do a podcast for our fantasy draft. And then when we kind of looked at it, we was like, okay, yeah, we need a little bit more equipment, a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that to actually do a podcast. So towards the beginning of this year, we actually came together and like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this thing. Let's make this thing real. You know, let's put a plan together and let's execute it. So this is what you have here. This is the group message. You know, we're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about culture. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about the community. We're going to talk about all that stuff. Like, when you sending links, you know, to your group message, you know what I'm saying? When you sending screenshots, talking shit.
Talking about
whatever.
motherfuckers. You know how y'all do.
Exactly. All that stuff. You do it in the group message.
Yeah, everybody got a group message.
And this is the group message.
Straight up.
Absolutely, man. We had to kick this junk off with, we had to put on for the city, man. You know what I'm saying? We from Atlanta, east side of Atlanta. If you want to talk about Decatur, Lithonia, Kirkwood, all that, man. That's where we come from. That's the type of perspective we're gonna give y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we all from the east side, so we gonna put a little flavor on it for you. So, and we gonna do it like that, man. How do y'all feel, man? What's the move?
I'm ready to get started, man. Where the topics at? Yeah. We got the intro. Come on with the topic. Let's talk some shit. Let's jump on into this thing.
Get to these hot takes.
It's so much shit that be going on, man, and it's so much to talk about. I mean, what do y'all want to start at, man? We got.
Let's start with this Young Dolph shit, man.
Young Dolph.
Let's do it.
Young Dolph out here doing good deeds. Young Dolph out here
correcting wrongs.
And I think it wasn't Starbucks, but it's a coffee shop.
Well, fuck it, it's Starbucks then.
Apparently, so Young Dolph, he was at
Rolling. He was at Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud. He was performing at Rolling Loud, and he brought a couple of people on stage with him. A couple of former employees for some coffee shop. I don't know, whatever.
Was it an on campus like coffee shop?
I think so.
Yeah.
Some on-campus coffee shop. Apparently, 2 employees were playing his music that get paid.
Get paid, young nigga, get paid.
One of my favorite Young Dolph songs, by the way. So they were playing it in the coffee shop. I don't know if they were playing the explicit version or the, the clean version.
The Young Hitter version.
Anyway, I guess the president of the coffee shop didn't like that junk. Fired both of them boys. I mean, I think it was a dude and a girl.
Yeah.
Fired both of them.
Got him up out of there.
Got them up out of there. So Dolph had him on stage, explain the whole story, and then at the end, cashed both of them out, $20,000.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
That is dope, man.
On top of a free trip to Miami, and
yeah,
getting to see the Rolling Loud Music Festival on top of all that. So
that shit was action packed too. They had some of everybody there.
Oh yeah, that shit was going crazy.
Yeah, cause I know J.Cole was there.
Yeah, J.Cole.
All the Littles were there.
Thug
was there.
Why you gotta do that, man?
What? That's what they call them, the Littles.
Who was there?
Little Pump.
Little Pump.
Was Lil Skies there? I know about him.
Lil Skies.
I don't even know who Lil Skies
See,
is.
exactly.
Lil
That's why I
Uzi,
said
you
the
know
Littles.
him?
Oh yeah, Uzi.
Oh yeah, Uzi. Now, yeah, Uzi. Uzi get much respect.
Uzi
I
make
fuck
good
with
music.
Uzi.
Hey, good music.
Uzi talented.
Don't take good pictures, but he make good music.
I don't know if y'all seen that picture of him and Young Thug. What store they was in? They was in Chanel or some shit like that. I don't know. One of them design stores.
Yeah, you know where them niggas be shopping at.
Yeah, he tried to defend the purse too, which was crazy. You heard his defense?
They
What was
always
his
got
defense?
defense.
His defense was
Y'all really studied this picture. I just looked at it and then
Ain't nobody studied the picture.
I ain't see no purse. I saw 21 comment on it and say y'all gay, and I was like, okay, that's funny.
say less. That's all you need.
What was your initial thought when you saw the picture?
Y'all gay.
Exactly.
That's what we talking about.
I didn't see no purse though, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. I ain't see the purse either.
Long story short, Uzi claimed he had the budget, so he bought everything in the store, and the purse was included
Man, what?
in that purchase. So he rocked it.
Them young boys, them young boys be wearing them purses though. Like they wear them little satchels or whatever you want to call them. Them they purses to me. You ain't gonna catch me in the satchel.
No. I mean, they be trying to move away from gender identity for some reason. I don't know what this big push is, where it's like it's no gender, but it's definitely a gender.
I like being a man.
I am a man.
So no satchels.
Hey man, unless you got a laptop in that bit.
That's your only out.
What about what's the thing? What's a fanny pack? What's that?
Nah,
We can't rock the fanny
fanny
pack.
pack.
Just
They
listen
putting
to the name of that.
This
They
ain't
putting it
Coachella.
around their shoulders.
I called my great grandma Fanny. I'm not wearing it.
I don't know the proper name to it. I think that's
That's what it's called, a
It's a
fanny pack.
Yeah, they putting it around their shoulders now. It look pretty cool. Nobody gonna do that.
You gonna?
Not over here, buddy.
I don't know, Mike.
Satchel.
He ain't
And then
rocking
we gonna take your ass out if you do that too.
That shit gonna be clean though.
Let me catch your ass in the fanny pack, boy. Yo,
It's only a matter of time before you say, damn, this go good with that dress.
exactly.
Nigga just jumped all the way off the foot.
I'm just telling you where it leads to.
That is not a correlation at all.
You just told us slick you about to get a fanny pack. You
I might. I mean, I think they look cool.
Boy, come on.
I ain't scared to say that.
What you gonna put in it?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Tampons.
My cell phone.
Lipstick.
My cell phone.
Foundation.
Y'all really reaching.
That's what you put in the fanny pack. We gonna put some
LeBron,
coins in
hold up.
there.
LeBron walk into the game with a fanny pack every day. You don't say nothing.
The fanny pack?
Corey B.
Bro, now you sound like Skip Bayless.
I'm just saying.
You always bring it up,
You
bro.
can't contradict yourself now.
Skip.
Bro, I ain't never seen LeBron with no fanny pack.
Oh my god.
I seen him with them damn satchels on.
Come on, man. All right, next subject. Since
And
you
them,
ain't never seen LeBron.
and them damn capris.
I don't seen him in some hot waters. I give you that. I don't seen him in some that nigga way in the water with some of them pants. But
I got a quick question.
what's
How many outfits you think LeBron have laid out depending on the outcome of the game?
Gotta be at least
depending
3.
on the outcome.
It's at least 3, and it's his outfit changed depending on what happened in the game.
I
I'm
know
telling you.
that hat get lower and lower every time he lose. Couldn't even see that nigga
That's what I'm
eyes in
saying.
that
Got the
last press
hats when he lose.
Man, y'all all off schedule, man. We don't get into sports until later in the show.
We talk about fashion.
Oh, we talking about fashion? Speaking of fashion, man, 'cause, I mean, we ain't get a chance to touch on this last week, but that Met Gala bullshit. Man.
Well, yeah, Met Gala. Yeah.
That. Well, you know what I think of that shit?
What you think of it?
It's a glorified Halloween party.
Okay, that's not far fetched.
Like, I mean, I don't get it, man. I'm not into fashion. I don't know. I'm not into that type of fashion or whatever it is. But it just seems like people be putting on the most outrageous type of stuff. It looks like they had a theme, like a Catholic type theme or whatever.
You said a Claflin type thing?
Claflin, Catholic, Pope. I saw Rihanna. You know, everybody love Rihanna. She had on that little Pope hat.
Yeah. T'Challa.
It was like
Chadwick Boseman.
It was like 2 or 3 years ago. That was the best one because they had so many outfits. The memes was going crazy. Like they had Rihanna had on that long ass dress. They turned the whole back of the dress into a damn piece. And she had me rolling.
Yeah, I just don't get. I don't get the whole thing about it. I know that boy 2 Chainz had got down on one knee out there.
Good job.
And made his mama proud.
And his chains.
I'm just trying to make my mama proud.
Shout out to 2 Chainz, man.
Shout out to 2 Chainz, man. You know, I don't. You know, speaking on the Met Gala junk, I don't really agree with it. And if LeBron probably wasn't playing, he'd probably be at that thing too, though.
Y'all know
I'm surprised Westbrook ain't there.
What's the purpose of the Met Gala?
I don't know, bro.
Why do we do
It's
this?
an Illuminati meeting, bro.
Okay.
Duh.
Top designers get together to make the craziest shit ever.
Cause all I see about it is people walking in. I don't see the actual event. I don't know what the hell the event going on.
They had
Never
to
know.
baptize Cardi this time. So she official now.
But the industry has flipped on Cardi too.
Really?
Like all the female rappers have completely flipped.
It's only 2 of them.
Cash Dog.
She
And
don't count, man.
And
Come on.
Azalea
Exactly.
Banks
Come
don't
on,
count.
bro.
So I was gonna say Azalea Banks don't count.
Definitely don't count.
Cash Dog counts to me.
She fine, but she don't count.
Speaking of,
She ain't known for beefing with other female rappers though.
how long has she been out to be
Not
known
long.
for something?
Not long. She bad though.
And
Yeah,
the
she-
beef still leading to Lil' Kim, so they need more They need more females in their arsenal. Cause Lil' Kim,
I already knew that.
jump.
I already knew that jump was fake anyway. That fake love that everybody want to support.
Cardi.
Some of them girls, you know, want to support Cardi, and I knew it was only gonna be a matter of time before they turn on them and everybody start hating on it. This how it really go though. It
She
seems
got a
like-
following though, a big time following.
Yeah, she definitely does, man. Cardi
She
did her
got
thing
like
last
6
year.
songs on the radio right now.
She out of here, and that album sold. Like that first album that was a success. Like Cardi lived up to the expectations she did, what people expect her to do. But
She came through dripping.
for real,
Drip, drip.
the hate is crazy though, man. Like, how do y'all go from loving Cardi, everybody loved Cardi? It was to the point where you couldn't hate on Cardi at all. And if you
Well,
had anything negative to say, it was bad.
I think that's kind of a female thing anyway.
Yeah.
You know, that's usually how it goes. They act like it can only be one. You don't really find
Okay,
a solid group of females that really wholeheartedly
So
support each other.
So
Yeah.
is that a female thing that females kind of put on themselves, or is that what the industry kind of put on female rappers? I'm talking about female rappers, like you said, it seems like
It's
it
a
can
little
only
bit of
be one
both.
at a
It's a
time.
little bit of both, probably.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both too, because it seems like the industry just got to have one, and then everybody else who trying to get at that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like
Cause it ain't that many of them. Yeah. It's always 1 and 2, so then it's gonna come in comparison. Who's better? Then from there, it's gonna get to somebody. Oh, she said she's better than you. Then boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What didn't help is like the top female rapper played into it. So Nicki kind of
Nicki all for that.
she was for the competition, but at the
I
same
don't know if
time
for
she
the
was,
competition.
bruh. She used to go at other female rappers. Any other female rapper that was making a wave, Nicki made it her mission to go at them and kind of try to kill that wave, kill that momentum, so she could continue to stay at the top.
But when she had her run, she's still on her run.
Yeah,
but the
still
time that I think you talking about some people like Iggy Azalea, like them ain't no comp. Now when Remy got out,
And she got waxed.
exactly. So like all them other girls Nicki was so-called going at it and shutting down, like, that junk really wasn't nothing. It really wasn't no competition. Like, Remy kind of had some competition for her or whatever, as far as some bars go.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't spent too much time on Nicki and Remy and Cardi.
Man, look, man.
Azalea.
We came through dripping.
Yeah, you got some other female rappers. You remember Angie Martinez used to rap back in the day. She did.
I do not remember that.
She did an interview with Coda. You don't remember Angie Martinez? She had
Hell no,
she
I
had a
don't
couple tracks back in the day.
All I remember her for is interview.
Be another Angie.
I'm telling you, bro, y'all know the track. When you hear it, you'll be like, hey, I know what it is.
I remember it, but I can't think of it right now.
But
Like Moye said,
but she did just interview Cole. And Cole recently just came out with his album KOD. That junk did numbers. Broke a lot of records. They was talking about that in the interview. And he was actually performing at Rolling Loud too.
Yeah.
Did y'all get a chance to look at the interview? Any?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I'm not really.
I know the headliners was, of course, talking about Kanye.
Yeah, I saw that portion.
Yeah, he was talking about how he didn't appreciate Kanye kind of putting the conversation out on there. But
He ain't really put the conversation out. He just put that they talk. But I feel where Cole coming from.
It was lame for him to even put that.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, Kanye's lame, so
Yeah.
it's not really a surprise.
Kanye definitely lame, man. And he got, I don't know, man. It's just,
Yeah, he is.
yeah, he is. He's definitely lame.
Just what it is.
The interview was dope, though. Like, Cole always has an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
And just hearing his perspective on Kanye, just him acknowledging that, False Prophets was him coming from the perspective of a fan, and just he was disappointed, on top of just him attacking the free thinking thing that Kanye is trying to use as, his defense. As, people are attacking me for having a different mode of thinking. He's like, it's when ego is what's driving you to it, it's not free thinking because it's your ego driving these decisions. So
That's a good point.
it's great to have this discussion.
Man, that free thinking thing is just an excuse, man, to say ignorant shit. That's all it is, man. Free thought, like.
Well, some free thinkers, have positive thoughts. So.
Well, yeah, he putting a bad narrative on whatever the whole concept of free thinking is.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
Like I get the concept of it, like thinking freely without like perceptions and kind of traditional things that kind of steer your thinking or whatever, like trying to think freely about certain stuff. I get that,
Right.
but what Kanye is trying to do with it is just it's an excuse for him to say ignorant shit, I believe.
Well, we weren't supposed to be talking about Kanye.
I mean,
this
Can't
week.
get away.
It came up. Angie and because that's what Cole said. He didn't like the fact that he brought up his name, talking about they talk, because it was gonna turn into something like this.
nobody want to be associated.
At all. You can't, man. When Kanye is talking this crazy shit that he's talking now, like nobody wants to be attached to it. Even if you are criticizing Kanye's actions, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's a waste of time, almost, really.
Fuck Kanye.
Yeah, man. I don't know where Buddy went. He gone somewhere, but him and Kim and North, South, East, and West, they trying to do their thing or whatever. So they can figure that junk out. But I mean, J.Cole, he did announce his tour. I'm trying to get tickets to that thing. I'm trying to be in that thing when we come down here to Atlanta.
Speaking of his tour, how is he gonna name his album KOD and then tour with Young Thug? I don't understand.
He talked about that.
What was his reasoning behind that?
Well, people.
Thug is definitely a kid that's on drugs.
Well, that's the thing about it. He talked about it. He was saying like he people think that he don't like the younger rappers, and he said he fuck with the younger rappers. He all for them. Like his whole thing about his
lying.
message. Why is it lying?
I believe it.
Go ahead, finish what you said.
No, what I'm saying. Well, what he talked about anyway. It's addiction is a problem. Like his whole album, he was saying that from the previous album, For Your Eyes Only, he said he was kind of, before that, he was kind of tired of talking about himself. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to tell other stories. So this album right here was kind of a story that he was telling about his, his mom. his relationship with his mom and what his mom was dealing with, you know, while she was with, you know, his stepdad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, on a grander scale, he was talking about, you know, addiction. He was talking about ways we cope with certain things. He was talking about how he meditates, you know, to kind of, instead of, you know, having a drink or smoking, you know, smoking weed or whatever.
So he completely sober. He
meditates.
don't drink or smoke?
He said he stopped drinking. He said he'd have a drink if it's a celebration with somebody or whatever, but he doesn't really drink like that.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, check out the interview when you get a chance. I mean, like C. Power said, you know, Cole always, you know, give you an interesting, you know, perspective on different things, man. And I mean, it's good to hear or whatever. So yeah, it was a dope interview.
Well, I mean, Young Thug is. I just wasn't expecting that combination. That's like,
Yeah. He said he a fan of Young Thug.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's not a fan of Young Thug, but
you took it further too.
seemed like your album content plus your album cover, and then you tour with Young Thug. It seemed like a contradiction to me.
But
That's how I took it when I first saw it.
I can see it as a marketing ploy though, because like Cole, like the people that like Cole, if you get a lesser artist that's kind of like Cole, like those people will come to see J. Cole anyway.
Right.
Oh,
So
people
if you-
coming anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But if you go get like a Young Thug, that's a whole demographic that
Yeah.
wouldn't even come see J. Cole. They come to the show, and it's a whole nother branch of money you get.
And to get your message out, you know,
Further.
potentially to some of them people too. You know. I think it's a cool thing, man. Like Thug is talented. Like
Oh yeah,
like,
I like Thug.
yeah, Thug is talented as hell, man. We was just asking where was Thug at. We was looking for Thug.
Said he wasn't away. He said he wasn't gonna make no music this year. I guess he changed his mind.
He was bullshitting.
Definitely changed his mind. That track he got with Nicki hard.
Yeah, it is. It is. That little EP he dropped was hard.
Yeah, on the low.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on Esco, that Colorblind.
Yeah. He was
I
all
like
over that,
that
right?
Esco was hard. Him and Future. So you know,
Yeah, he always over people shit. He on a couple other things. Too.
I don't know what he was doing on that because he was on Ray Shermer album too.
He was singing his heart out, man.
That boy thought he was Otis Redding. I'm like, what is Thug saying on that offshore?
He was on that Beano too.
Huh?
He was on the Beano too.
Oh, for real?
This is America.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh,
had
yeah, he
that.
was
yeah,
on there.
towards the end.
Did y'all catch that? That
Nah,
video?
I didn't.
No. I'm talking about the video.
Oh, This Is America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Seen Childish dancing and shit. Shooting people and shit.
Shooting people with the floozy stance. What kind of stance was that, Childish?
This said the floozy stance.
Yeah, I don't know
He was preparing himself for the kickback.
the recall.
The recoil.
The
He-
recoil.
He was trying to make sure, you know.
That's that Call of Duty right there.
I'll catch you slipping that.
You put a handle on that pistol. This is America.
Yeah, RuPaul had a pistol.
I saw all them memes. Memes were going crazy with that too.
They started putting him dancing to other songs.
Oh yeah, they the remix and all that shit.
Yeah, it's going viral.
Internet undefeated, Jack.
The internet definitely undefeated. The internet got up old girl out of here. Old white girl who called the police on people having a cookout in Oakland. I know y'all saw that.
That was horrible. Then she started crying when the police
Oh my goodness, man.
this woman is harassing me. Cause another white woman showed up to like call her out. That's who was actually videotaping her.
She's so full of shit.
Right. But she turned out, I think she turned out to be like a professor or something.
For real?
I think so.
Why did it surprise you, man? They got all kind of good jobs in Hyde.
It's just, I don't think like as an educator being racist, but maybe I'm
Come on.
goddamn. I'm gullible, man.
Clearly.
You a goddamn educator though. Like you supposed to
But
be
look
trying
what they
to make
teaching
people
though.
better.
They
Yeah.
not
Exactly,
they
bro.
not teaching
Come
you
on,
shit
now.
that's gonna really.
In Texas, they trying to get slavery out the history books. Come on now, bro. Like,
Well, getting slavery out the history book, that might not be such
I was just
a bad thing.
about to
Whoa,
say something
hold
like
on.
that.
You need
Time
to know.
out.
Yeah, you got to know your
bro,
history.
you
man.
gotta exactly.
You got to.
I feel like the right person need to teach you though.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't be her. I agree with that.
You want
from home.
you want a Caucasian teacher bringing up slavery
Hell
every day?
nah.
That's a mental thing.
I just want somebody who's understand and who can.
Can't no Caucasian
lot to
understand
ask.
slavery though.
I mean, not under.
They can't articulate. Like,
I get
what
your
happened.
point. You do need to know what happened, but like what Moye said, like that's how the stuff start. Like when they start like the supremacy stuff, like
Yeah,
it
the
gets to
mental-
show
the
you
mental
like
thing.
this is levels. Like
Yeah.
as a kid, like it's showing you like, damn, this is their country. We got them.
Right,
They
like,
brought us
y'all-
over here.
Like we need y'all type thing.
we
Okay, I
getting better, but damn, this is their country.
I got you. So like that whole history needs to be presented in a different light. Maybe not in the school system.
Yeah, I
but-
feel like that's a home thing.
It
Like
got to
your
be at home
parent-
because they're not gonna
Man.
ever change the
but, man,
curriculum
when
in
you-
America.
Man, when y'all
Yeah.
talk about home things, man, like just imagine like some of these households that you're talking about. Like a lot of that stuff is not gonna get addressed though.
You right.
Because a lot of households are way too chaotic to
even
even stop and
Get to that point.
Yeah, get to that level. Like it just can't happen.
We just need to have group meetings. Like how we can't have meetings?
What you mean?
Like just meetings, like black meetings.
Yeah.
It's not we're not against anybody.
Straight up.
Just want to have meetings to talk about what's going on.
I feel you, bruh.
That will work.
I don't know how we organize it.
Everybody
just-
get on one accord.
Just start talking. It could be 50 meetings in one city. Just start having meetings. Talk to
We
each other.
got to get people to come to them meetings too.
Yeah.
I think
Get some Krispy Kreme donuts or something. start off.
in today's America, I think people that come like with Trump out here wilding. I think you got black
people
people's
still-
attention right now, man. You don't think so?
Man, it's still a lot of coons out here, man.
I mean, you always gonna have.
Always.
coons.
You right. You
You
always
just gotta
gonna have them.
find that kind of content. It don't even have to be the whole meeting, but just put out content that's like that'll grab them.
Yeah.
And then to get them interested. Have a hype session to start it.
Yeah.
And then you start talking about something.
I.e. the group message. This is why we here, man. We gonna talk about stuff like that. I mean, we're already talking about things like that, and I think it's definitely coming upon the parents to deliver a lot of history lessons like that. That's not in school, and it's not gonna even be in the history books or whatever. Because it's a lot of our history that, like you said, is not even published in the school, but it's like aside from slavery, like before slavery.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Our African history, some of our ancestors, even in Haiti, some of our history. So I think a good series, if you want to dive into history, is the Hidden Color series that Tariq Nasheed produced. He produced maybe 4 of them, and he talks about African history. He goes through, he touches on slavery. He touches on a lot of topics, black history, and he gives a not that whitewashed perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to check out. He did a documentary on Haiti, 1804. The revolution. So we definitely need to take it upon ourselves to educate ourselves on a lot of things that we've been through and we came up from. So
And I feel
agree.
it's a lot more like even for those people with those bad home lives. A lot of those conversations just happen naturally now on like Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like you can learn stuff on there. Again, you do need to
You
research that stuff
you
as
gotta,
well.
and you got to filter through some of that stuff.
But it does, but it brings it to the platform. Like I've seen people talk about stuff, and I never saw them talk about stuff like that. Like people I went to school with and stuff. Like you can tell people just learning more, and it's people that I know that didn't even go to school and stuff, but just from being able to see stuff on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I agree 100%. Like the fact that we having these discussions is important because before in prior years, like this, it wasn't even happening.
yeah.
But I do agree that when you looking at people like Kanye, you can tell that they're not doing their own individual research and they're attaching themselves to somebody else's viewpoint and they just running with it.
Yep.
Like you gotta educate yourself, but it's
can't be ignorant out here, man.
nah, you can't be.
No
But
excuse.
At least the dialogue is here.
Yep.
Like, I'm happy that the dialogue is here. Like we still got a way to go,
Yeah.
Oh,
Always.
absolutely,
but
boy.
we getting there.
Speaking of not being ignorant, have y'all seen the governor race for Georgia? That's something.
Clown race.
Oh my goodness, boy! Like this campaign, some of these campaigns, man. Oh my God! Like so, right now in Georgia, man, we it's oh my God, I don't even know how to.
Shit looks so desperate, man.
It does. Like I'm glad you
Tacky,
said
like
that.
who? Like if you if you watching these, what's his name, Brian Kemp, blowing up stuff in his campaign ad, and he got like a gun next to a teenager, pointing at a teenager in his ad. Like this stuff is what get y'all going. Like this what strikes an emotional chord with y'all. This is sad. Like it's really like.
And these dudes held like public office.
Yeah, they already got Brian Kemp is the
Secretary of the State.
Yeah.
Like, and then you got people like Michael Williams, he was a state senator. He got a deportation bus.
A deportation bus that he been driving through Atlanta. So you gonna fill it up with illegals. Where you gonna fill it? Where you gonna take?
Fill it up with illegals. You gonna take them
to Mexico from Atlanta?
That's what he's saying. Follow it on the back of the bus and say follow me to Mexico.
Man, come on with that bullshit.
That's on
real life,
on the bus.
Real life, bro. Real life.
Like deportation bus, like bro.
Deportation bus.
They gonna find that boy on Buford Highway. You better stop playing.
Exactly. Yeah. Drive the deportation bus on Buford Highway. See what happens.
Like I feel sad for anybody that actually eating this up. Like this, y'all supporting this.
It's crazy because people are eating it up. That's the crazy thing about it. Like they homeboy who in office right now, kind of gave them the leeway. Oh, I can do that. They riding on his coattails. You know what I'm saying? With this whole deportation stuff, building a wall, putting the troops on the line.
That's past riding coattails. They damn on his back.
They do, boys.
Yeah, y'all know.
But buddy, so you got people like Casey Cagle. He's on that. He was the idiot that tried to threaten Delta that he'll take that fuel tax away if they don't restore the discount for the NRA people.
Retarded.
Like,
way to go.
So you willing to lose Delta
over some guns?
Like and I understand
some gun owners.
Understand how much like the airport means to Atlanta. Like as far as internationally too, like a lot of stuff go through Atlanta just because of that airport. Like
that show you how much you getting broke off on the back end.
That's correct. Exactly. Exactly.
Man, getting greased down.
Greased down, man.
Can I put y'all on the spot?
Well, go ahead.
Who y'all voting for?
No, see, you put us on the spot.
Yeah.
The vote ain't till when? November, right?
Yeah.
So shit, I don't know yet if I vote.
I vote for the black woman.
Yeah, I said. I said the black woman earlier.
I mean, yeah, I see all the candidates and a lot of them.
I'm gonna do a write-in vote for Killer Mike.
Exactly, man. I might have to
Michael Render for governor.
I might have to go off the ballot.
Killer Mike kicking it with them NRA folks too.
He got misunderstood.
Yeah.
That's what he tried to tell us.
I don't have to agree with somebody every stance somebody make.
Right.
You feel me? It is two sides to that gun thing. I do understand his points, but I am not on that side. I understand his points of being able to defend yourself. I'm not on that side because too many people, innocent lives being taken. But I don't expect myself to agree with every single point with somebody. But if I feel like somebody good base and we got most of the same views aligned, our core is the same.
Right.
You can get my vote.
Yeah.
It comes down to morals to me. Like this whole campaign that some of these guys are running on as far as just calling Mexicans rapists, and just all types of names like
rapists, criminals.
Like, come on, man. Like it's racist for one thing. And then like the morals just don't align with me, man. Like you got to be morally, you got to have some type of morals, about yourself, man. Yeah, man. And their comp is way off, man. So like I can see that, you can decipher through that. You definitely got to do your research. You definitely got to read up. I'm not just for the whole Democrat, give my vote to Democrats either. Like,
nah,
I'm not on that either. So it's a lot that you gotta.
Well, Chance said black people can be Republicans too.
Yeah.
So appreciate that, Chance the rapper.
Chance the Hopper, right?
Chance the Hopper.
Yeah. Well, 100% he's a hopper. He's been tap dancing for a minute now. But I do agree that we got to kill the two-party system. We've had that debate at work a few times, man. The two-party system doesn't help anybody. You got people like with Trump in office now. They voted for Trump just because he ran on the Republican side.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because they agreed with his views, but the fact that you still gave this man your vote regardless of his damaging views is crazy. We got to get the two-party system out of here. Like, you should be voting for the better candidate, and if we kill these two parties, you forced to listen to what these candidates have to say and what their goal is.
Right.
Exactly.
Because, like you said, like, all of this is, like, basically, you know, Republicans, they're going to get the majority white vote. And then you're going to have a lot of black people fall on the lines for the Democrats, basically.
Then we get stuck with bad candidates because, like, we don't even know who all was in the running because, I mean, granted, you can do your research, but people have limited time, and they blast the hell out of the two candidates, and it's already like a two-candidate race even from when we even get to the – it's going to be two Republicans, like two Democrats. Like,
yeah, you get to where we was talking about in the last presidential election, like you voting or you picking of the lesser two evils.
Yeah.
So – yeah, I agree with you on that, man. We got to do something about the two-party thing, and
them shits ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
Probably.
At some point, it's not working.
At some point, when
the kids,
20 years.
There you go.
It might be 20 years. I might be on you with that, but I think the kids gonna change a lot of stuff, like because they
think different.
We still were uprooted in some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like we still have like try to keep. We know America, so we know it's a game. You got to play it to get there. Kids don't care. And they growing up not caring. They already getting there. Like, our parents, we had our parents' mindset till we're like 16, 17, maybe even college when we first started to get our own line of thinking. Our line of thinking was of our parents because that's mostly who we got all that kind of thinking for. Like I was saying earlier, like, they're getting different opinions at like 12, 13 now. So they already forming their different lines of thinking. They already don't agree with how their parents think. So
that's real.
They going to be the ones to change it. Like, we would never thought that, like, all right, everybody, let's walk out of school.
Yeah.
That's a great
Unless it was senior skip day.
Yeah.
Which was some bullshit.
Not for a cause.
Not for no cause.
I wasn't busy seeing skip day for shit.
On some fun shit. So, yeah, man. The kids are the future, man. And like you said, on both ends of it, they really ain't on that fuck shit. So.
Yeah. That's a hell of a point, though, because just what they did in Florida after the school shootings, them walking out, that alone just... It put the NRA on eggshells, man. Like, they had to respond to it.
Like, they full on had a whole 1 hour congressional meeting where they got to talk to them folks. Like,
yeah,
that ain't never been done.
At all.
So they making progress. And again, they don't care.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You
gotta have that.
Exactly.
You gotta have that.
Just don't invite old girls so she can call the police on it.
Real.
Ass on the phone with them damn
shades. Can't use gas grills over here. Coal grills.
Coal grills. She was
shouty. Go home. With your depressed ass.
I know, right? Like, you don't got nothing better to do.
I know. Go home and listen to the group message.
I know she got.
Get some flavor.
Exactly. Yeah. Subscribe, please.
Get some flavor.
God,
tell them how they can subscribe, Corey.
Hey, YouTube, the group message. You can hit that subscription button. Subscribe for us, and we on SoundCloud.
Yep.
So, hey, we gonna be available on both of them platforms. We gonna get to Apple and all that stuff. We gonna have some video for y'all. So coming soon.
Oh, coming soon. That's coming soon.
Tell your friend and tell a friend. Then they tell one more friend. They can tell they little side chick. Then they can tell they baby mama. All that kind of stuff, man.
Exactly. Good.
The group message, baby. We here.
Exactly, man. What? I know. Moya had added this to the topic list. Some trendy shit on Twitter.
Yeah,
man. The whole Yandy and what?
Yandy versus Laurel.
Now that's a trending topic.
What?
I
don't. What?
I was
trying to play it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we could play it.
Play it, man. Pull it up real quick and see you put it in the microphone, right? Man. Because
that's a trending topic.
I tell you the whole thing. Like, bro, I heard both of them.
Yeah,
I pulled it up one time. I heard Yandy. I put up one time. I heard Laurel.
That's because you have extraterrestrial.
Play it one time.
This the wrong one. This one is basically telling you why you hearing different noises.
Man, that junk is
I'm
a
not
damn
hearing
hoax.
different noises. I'm hearing the same noise every time.
That junk is a damn hoax.
Because my ears work. That's all.
So what you hearing?
Yanni, like a regular human being.
I heard Yanni. I heard both of them.
Because you have alien, my brother.
Have alien. If you don't get your man in black ass on somewhere,
I'll split you.
man.
Split you open.
And that's another thing too. When I tried to look up the whole thing, like you get these videos, they got other stuff on there. I'm like, I'm just trying to hear the little sound, man. I don't care about your reaction to the shit. I'm just trying to hear the sound, man. They want to tell, oh my goodness, it went viral. You know, everybody's having a debate about it. Like
That's the same thing I'm getting. Hold on, I think I got one for you though.
see,
Everybody
like, yeah, go ahead. What?
That's 100% Laurel.
What? Hold on, bro.
That's Laurel, man.
That's what you saying, Yanni.
Nah, that's Laurel.
That's crazy, bro.
That is crazy as hell. That's Yanni.
I'm hearing Laurel.
No way you heard Lord right now. No else.
Yanni? You hearing Laura for real, bro?
I swear I'm hearing
That's
Laurel.
crazy, bro.
It's crazy as hell. Okay.
What the hell is that? That's the devil, ain't it?
I'll be right back going to get my boy Q-Tip.
Ain't nothing but the devil, is it? What up, boy? You playing, ain't you?
Nah, I was 100% serious. Like,
Nah,
My
you-
boy face is
joke.
dead
No
serious
jokes, bro.
right
Like, for
now.
real, I 100% heard Laurel.
Just now?
Just now, like, I have never listened to this shit. I heard all the shit on social media going on, and I made it. I didn't even want to entertain this shit.
Brian
I didn't either.
Hearing that shit, like, that was Laurel to me, man. Like, that shit
I
was Laurel,
ain't, but I ain't gonna lie to you, C-Power. I heard both of them. I heard one video with
We
Laurel.
talking about right now.
Well,
Though.
right now I heard Yanni. That's what I heard.
You serious, bro?
You serious?
I'm dead ass.
That's crazy, bro.
Well, you thought the dress from a couple years ago was white and gold as well.
It
right?
was.
I did.
It was white and gold.
What? Tell him what he is, boy.
Bury me
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I'm from another planet.
That
on
was
y'all
white
niggas,
and
man.
gold.
That shit was not white and gold.
Yes, it
Black and
was,
gold.
man. I don't know what the hell wrong with people.
Fuck that, I'm an alien. I'm gonna take that shit too.
We are not the same. I am a Martian.
Exactly. Lil Wayne was trying to tell y'all, man. That was the best song on that goddamn album too.
Lil Wayne was trying to tell
That's
y'all he
crazy,
was on
man.
drugs.
I definitely heard Yanni.
What
every time.
Tunchi at?
Tunchi?
Trying to get his money from Bird, man.
That junk crazy, man.
Stay out the hospital.
That too, man.
Yeah.
He got a couple of
Babysitting
battles.
Lucci.
It's like a dark
I'm just playing Lucci, my boy.
Hey, that album flopped though.
It
It
did?
flopped. I ain't even listen to it.
It flopped.
I'm
I
a
knew
young
he
fly
wasn't gonna-
nigga.
I knew
I
he
can't
wasn't-
rich shit.
I knew he wasn't gonna sell like that.
I like that song.
Oh, you were
I
saying
respect
sales
it.
are high sound.
Just both.
Oh damn.
It didn't sound what I expected, and it also
He ain't
just,
say enough.
I like it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I like it.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
I like Lucci.
I like Lucci, but the album wasn't it for me.
I like that song with what you call it? Offset.
I can do Lucci.
Boss
and-
life.
Boss Life. That's that shit right.
I can fuck with Lucci in spurts, but
Yeah,
I can't listen to no whole album of that.
That shit is exhausting, man.
I feel that way about like how we just listen to that Block Boy and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
prefer.
Oh, that's
Lucci,
definitely.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's definitely
I
something you
can't
can probably listen to.
I like
once
beats,
and-
but like
and
on
be
them
over
type
it.
beats, I like to hear somebody who know how to rap on them beats. Like,
Yeah.
And Lucci, I can understand how people get tired of Lucci, but if you listen to what Lucci be saying, he really be spitting.
Yeah, it's the thing that gets me with Lucci is like when he starts singing. I was about to sing it. But
You
like,
just
but
love
he
Thug though.
huh?
You just love Thug though.
I just love Thug.
That's different though.
I mess with Thug.
Totally
Yeah,
different.
it's different. The way Thug do it is
Yeah,
it's
Thug.
more creative. It's not the same
Yeah.
way with Lucci. It's the same way every single time. Like Thug gonna play around with his voice and he gonna play around with his flow to where
Yeah.
I
It's gonna
agree,
be
but
different
I
every
think
single
Lucci
time.
used it like an ad lib, like when Jeezy was doing like chill,
Yeah.
like shit like that. That
Yeah,
shit's
yeah.
little ad lib.
Yeah, maybe I just get tired of that ad lib
Yeah.
then. I mean, it's all good, but like, I mean, I like some of his music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he a good artist. Like, I ain't know. I don't
I
know
want
nothing.
you to go listen to that Dream and tell me that Dream ain't fire as fuck.
I go back
That's
and
it.
listen to it.
Listen to that Dream.
Yeah.
Listen to that shit every day.
That's the name of the album,
Nah,
or you talking about a song?
Nah, the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Album right from Something Hill.
Yeah.
He on that by himself.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like an artist who willing to stand on their own, man.
Yeah. I want you to go back and listen to it, cause like he really hit on different topics and shit. Like it was a real album for him.
Yeah.
We can do that, man.
I ain't even listen to it.
I ain't opposed to it.
I'll check it out again.
I was over with after his last little mixtape.
I like, bro. Every day we lit. That was it. That's all I needed.
That was a smash.
I was ready for the album after that shit.
That was a smash.
That was his song?
Yeah. That was his song. That was on his mixtape.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, it was. That was a banger.
Offset doing this thing out here, man. He was on that Boss Life with
Oh, I heard Boss Life. I like Boss Life.
Yeah. And Migos, they just announced that they doing a tour with Drake. Drake about to drop soon.
Yeah.
Next month.
Yeah.
What y'all expectations for this
I'm
Drake
excited.
album?
I'm excited. Y'all know I'm a Drake fan. I'm a J. Cole fan. Borderline stan when it comes to J. Cole, but that shit is
Keep
exciting.
it real.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tell Corey to keep it real too.
What you mean? I
Stan.
always keep it real.
Say you a stan.
J.
Keep it
Cole
real.
stan?
I don't even know what a stand is. Y'all gotta explain that term to me.
You know what a stan is.
What is a stand? I don't know.
A stan is a person who you gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. So when they get a perspective, you automatically are gonna kind of.
He's thinking.
I'm a Lucci
You
stan.
automatically on the positive side of their opinion.
Okay.
I'm a Lucci stan.
As a stan.
Okay.
So you're.
I agree.
So can you say it verbally though?
Hey, man. What's up with you, bro?
I'm just asking.
He's a dragon boy. He's not a stan.
Yeah, man. Come on now, Brady.
But yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to talk about Drake.
Oh.
I don't know how we got
I
on
feel-
J. Cole again, but we just talked about J. Cole. I'm talking about Drake.
I'm excited.
I think that concert will be lit.
Yeah.
That concert, the
Y'all-
concert's definitely gonna be lit. I have no idea what to expect from this Drake album. I don't know.
Shoot, he already gave you number
I know.
ones.
I get what Moye saying. He want
I
the
just
whole project. He just gonna have hits. I know he gonna have hits on there.
Well, you know,
Cranking them
well,
out though.
in my opinion, okay, so More Life. That was his last one, right?
Yep.
Still ain't listened to it.
More Life
I'm
was his last
disappointed.
one.
Yeah, that was the last project.
That
he
was
did.
the playlist shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, the last one I listened to was Views.
Damn, you still ain't listen to More Life?
I still ain't listened to More Life.
It's
all?
crazy.
Yeah, it ain't like I'm actively trying not to listen to it.
You gotta be.
I just ain't got around to it.
Like y'all said, I can't listen to a whole Drake thing though.
But why though? Why can't
Because-
y'all listen to a Drake album?
Because I just can't take that like emotions that whole damn tape like.
But that ain't even my thing, cause like I listen to Drake. Like I used to listen to Drake.
You
Like
got no choice but to listen to
Yeah.
Drake.
Thank
that's
Me
what I'm
Later. Like Take Care. Like I listen to all that. Like yeah.
In spurts.
I mean, when it came out, I was listening to it heavy.
Yeah.
I think I told y'all this before. Like Take Care for me is my favorite Drake album.
Yeah, it's my favorite Drake album too.
So I mean,
prefer a mixtape.
I'm a
over
fan.
album, though.
I guess
So
for
Far
me,
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that was the one everybody loved.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about just Drake. I just look at pieces of work like that album and all that. I feel that's out of my. I understand like that sales and all that.
Yeah.
I be liking people mixtapes better than I be liking their albums.
Well, usually on the mixtape, you kind of get
Freedom.
basically.
But that's what I'm saying when I say I don't know what to expect from this Drake album, because his last album he didn't even call it album, he called it a playlist, and it's basically just some songs together. So I don't know if you just getting some songs together, or we getting the theme like what Cole did and what Kendrick always does, like we getting the theme to an album, or we just getting some songs.
So so I mean, from the songs that he dropped, Guys Playing, and you got Nice for What. Like, what do y'all think about those two?
I mean, I love Guys Playing. Nice for What is, that's a female song. I don't really listen to that.
I like Nice for What. I don't know what he talking about.
I
I
like
mean, it's for
both of them.
females. I heard it once, like when it first dropped. After that, it ain't, it's not for me. So.
What? Hold on. You only heard it once?
When it first dropped, I watched the video. That's the only time I heard it.
You talking about Nice for What or Guys Playing?
Nice for What? Guys Playing was on repeat for like 2-3 weeks after it dropped.
Everybody get your motherfucking roll on.
Oh, you must ain't been out. You must ain't been out since Guys Playing came
He
out.
has.
I said Guys Playing. I listen to Guys Playing.
No, I'm talking about Nice for What. My bad.
I'm saying when I say listen to it, I mean me actually going on my phone and pressing play for Nice
okay.
for What. Like in the car just playing that shit.
I got you.
I ain't about to do that.
But Nice for What been everywhere lately.
I'm not riding in the Nice for What is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't never want to say everybody get your motherfucking roll on?
Juvie been said.
Hold up. I want to see who representing hell or not. All right, I got you, bro. But I mean, of course he gon'.
She got a 5 beat though.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's good. It goes in, man. And I agree with you. It is for the ladies. You know, it's a feel good record for the ladies. Ladies turn up to it, and that's always good for us.
Oh, facts. I'm with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I can appreciate it.
If I'm driving in my car by myself, ain't no,
I think it's more diehard Drake men than women though.
You're probably right.
Really?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know.
I've seen the whole posts where men going at women about Drake.
Oh wow!
Like, there's a lot of dudes out here. Like I said, them emotional type dudes.
They need to
like,
stop.
They really, but I'm saying though,
Like, God.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not to that extent. Like, that's wild to me. That's crazy. But I remember having that debate with friends when Drake and J.Cole when they were starting to take off. And I remember debating with people who like Cole more. Like me, Cole is my favorite rapper currently. But I was telling people back then, like, hey, Drake is going to blow. And Drake is going to be bigger than Cole just because he has that image. The way he approaches it is going to be more successful. So I get it. Like, I get why people are able to kind of stand out for Drake because Drake he making hits.
Right now, presently, we in the NBA playoffs, Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals. We posted our picks. Y'all make sure y'all go follow us at the Group Message Pod on IG.
Yeah.
We at the Group Message Pod on Twitter.
Yeah.
The Group Message on Facebook. Shoot, let's run it down because this content is going to be available on YouTube.
Go and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Search the Group Message. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Pod talk.
SoundCloud, the Group Message. Make sure y'all subscribe to that as well. Those are gonna be our two main platforms for right now. So, you know, we're gonna have that content available for y'all, man. But like I said, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers. Then you got Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets. We put our picks on IG at the beginning of the week, man. I think majority of the group had. I think we had the
Cavs.
Yeah, the Cavs in the East.
They disappointed us.
Not all of us.
Not all of us. Somebody had the Celtics.
Yeah.
B. Lee had the Celtics.
Damn, did he?
What made you go that route?
B. Lee must have had a plug. See what I did there?
Yeah.
No, man, but just had to go against Norm. I'm tired of seeing the same finals, and I just believe like they got the good team basketball. I'm believing that team basketball. Everybody, he got it fixed where anybody can step up in their role, and they got Hooper, so everybody feel like they can do their thing in the role. He got players that fit what he want to do.
So when you say you talking about Brad Stevens?
Yes, and I got to give credit to Danny Ainge too, because that's like a whole team that got to work together, and Ainge worked the magic with the picks.
So I guess we can jump into this since you started off with the Boston Celtics, this Eastern Conference matchup. And I feel you. I mean, Danny Ainge been working his moves and been doing his thing, man. I mean, if you look at all the GMs and what they doing out here, Danny Ainge is really fleecing a lot of these GMs because he set himself up with a lot of picks. And, I mean, if you look at – I mean, people are arguing, well, they don't have Kyrie. They don't have Gordon Hayward. But if you look at their lineup, like they got the third pick.
LeBron should beat them. I don't care who they got.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a team full of role players.
He should. I mean, but at the same time, you got to look at who LeBron got on his team, too.
I don't care who LeBron got on his team. He LeBron.
Who he got with him? He
got Kevin Love with him.
Okay.
That should be enough. The two best players on the floor, that's normally enough in the NBA.
I mean,
so after LeBron in this series, Kevin Love is the unanimous second best player.
Yes, I mean you can go off who played better in the series, because we can't go off there and just say that's the better player. Because if we do that, it'll be a lot of players. It'll be a lot of people that we would say better than people that they not better than. Because it's your whole work of art. Kevin Love, I would say, is the second best player on the court.
I'm not an Al Horford fan, but I have to say Al Horford is better. Is a better all-around basketball player than Kevin Love.
Kevin Love? Ooh, I can't agree with you.
As far as passing, defense, rebounding, shooting the three, posting up, Al Horford can do more than Kevin Love.
He's definitely more versatile than Kevin Love.
He can, but K Love can, like, we've seen K Love when he had on the team. We've seen Al with teams where he's the kind of be the guy, and like his max, K Love max is his. Like Al Horford, I can see how you can be a better player. If you're a real basketball player, I can see that. But just off general talk, K Love, like, he's never put up a type of numbers that K Love have done in the season.
That's true, cause
like K Love would get in the Hall of Fame before him with his championship and them numbers.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, and I agree. I was just asking that question because, of course, I picked the Cleveland Cavaliers, and mainly because of LeBron. Like, I think LeBron, like Moye said, should be able to get it done, and I still believe that he is going to get it done. But these first two games, the Boston Celtics has definitely shown that they really wanted more, not even a little bit, more than the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, even with that game 2 when LeBron, you know, he does what he usually do after a loss, go for 40 plus, it still wasn't enough. So, I mean, the others, as Shaq say, they got to step up, man. Speaking of the others, JR, man, what's going on with JR? Like, I really feel like bruh is bipolar.
I think our expectations on JR are a little crazy though. Like JR is old. JR is 30 plus now, and it's to the point where it's over for JR, and people are still expecting JR to be.
JR doing what he always does, man. He either hot or he cold.
Yeah. So people, I mean,
it's bad. So, it's been way worse than what
exactly.
But
like 0 points.
He's streaky, but he don't shoot as much. Like you he only took 7 shots. You used to prime JR. He not taking 7 shots.
Yeah, he not getting open like he used to no more either though.
So what do you think it is for JR? Like, is it mental?
It's always been like that.
I
mean, it's always. You feel me? JR, like, he had to have a feel for the game. He wanted on people. So if he come out and he get 2 shots and then you start feeding, he'll roll. But if he don't get his first shot to about 3 minutes in a game or something like that, he gonna be out the game.
I think you should also give Boston credit. They
that too.
A great defensive team, and they defend the 3 well too. So.
Yeah, exactly, and that too. That's a big part of it too. Like most of his shit is 3-point shooters is when he opened threes, and they was the number 1 team in the regular season defending the 3.
He definitely need to update his crossover package. that junk tired, man. I don't know, man. I feel like y'all say it's JR, but I remember at a point in time previous where JR was like, I'm gonna take the shot. Fuck it. It was like, I don't care. I'm going up with it. Whatever it's at, wherever I'm at, he going up with the shot. And it used to be an unconscious thing like that. Of course, he was streaky in that, but the confidence was always there. It was always there for JR.
Well, what would give him confidence in this moment? Like, in this whole season, where would he be getting the confidence from?
I'm saying he used to pull confidence when he had, like, it was just.
Confidence come from hitting shots with JR. So, if he ain't hitting shots, he ain't playing defense. Ain't no confidence.
And they get ISO heavy.
Boy. That's all they do is ISO.
If
LeBron gets a high pick and roll.
Yep.
And then he decide if he want to pass or he want to shoot. If he don't want to pass, then your ass just sitting out there on the 3-point line.
I don't know, man. The others really
that's disrespectful.
Gotta step up, man. What's disrespectful?
The others.
Yeah, it is the others, bro. Like when you talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers,
I think LeBron can do more. Just not like as far as stats on the court.
Bro, LeBron been hooping this entire playoffs. Like I feel like he can't carry him.
He
had
some
further.
off games.
He done had one off game. He had one bad game. This
that first game against Toronto, game 1 against Toronto, which they won. He had a bad game.
I mean, he done dropped 40, but that wasn't bad.
No, he had a bad game.
Okay.
And then game 1 against the Celtics, he had a bad game.
Yeah, he had a bad game. He still had a triple double in that game you talking about.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but I get what you're saying. Like game 1 in the series against the Pacers, he had a bad game. Yeah. And then this game 1 in this current series, he had a terrible game. Probably his worst game of the whole playoffs
ever.
Yeah.
And then he copped it out with it's a fill out game.
So we killing this man for 2 or 3 bad games, and he done put up.
But
no, I'm killing him for being down 2-0 to a team full of role players and first and second year basketball players. That's why I'm killing him. I think he got enough talent to get it done, and he probably still. I think he still will get it done.
Yeah, exactly.
He better get it done.
I don't think his talent is what we thought it was. Like, we thought Rodney Hood was going to be more based on what he did in Utah.
Rodney Hood, you don't need him.
Well, yeah, they haven't been playing him either, but
Yeah, Rodney Hood is definitely out the picture.
when you
Get that boy up out of here, man.
they only had 2 players in double digits last game. Like, you can't win like that. It was like LeBron and Kevin Love, and that was it. LeBron had his 40. Kevin Love had like 22.
Kyle Korver had 11, and then you saw 0, 3, 2s, and 8s. Like,
And that's in the shots. You saw 1, 3, 4. Like, they ain't even take many shots.
So is his support really there? Versus like Boston, even though they are role players and they're younger, like they got confidence. Brad Stevens got them to the point where if they open, they taking them shots and they confident about it.
But that's a whole nother point too. How that whole construction, like that's how that team ran because of LeBron.
Yeah.
Boston is playing, you know, within a system.
Yeah.
So it's easier for every player to look better and get their best
man.
effort.
Like, hold on, let's stop this right here because I see where y'all trying to go with this. I mean,
LeBron don't play within the system, bro.
no, he don't play within the system, but it's been working though. Like, the man has been to 7 straight finals
in the Eastern
like
Conference.
doing what he does.
It's the Eastern Conference, bro. If he was out west, we know he wouldn't have
It
that.
doesn't matter what it is.
He don't got-
It's
It does
he's
matter.
getting to the finals.
He don't got Kyrie or Wade. That's what it is.
And that's what we talking about. We talking about the others, right? That's what we talking about. We talking about his support. His supporting cast.
So
In
he
this
need
year-
Kyrie and Wade.
What I'm saying
The
is,
best
like,
player to ever touch a basketball.
we need somebody to do something else. That's
Nobody
what I'm saying.
expecting him to win the finals. We just expecting him to get to the finals like he usually do. That's all.
And he's still gonna beat the Celtics, but we can't excuse the fact that some people putting up 0 points in the starting lineup. You got your starting point guard only scoring 3 points. Like, come on, like how are you gonna win with your starters only? Only
Fisher,
2 of your starters
Fisher used
getting
to have
double digits.
Fisher used to stay with little 3-point games.
Yeah, them assists too. He was locking people up too.
Play some damn defense.
Fisher had
Man.
some 3-point games.
It's just
man.
when I look at the Cavaliers, it's more so like the effort I see on defense. Nothing they do on defense inspires the offense.
That's true.
And vice versa.
That's true.
We knew they weren't.
So it's
we
like-
knew that, though.
Man, they not a conjoined team. Like, you see them niggas side-eyeing each other all game.
Rolling their eyes at each other.
So it's pretty much like it's on Bron.
He the leader.
Either you think you can do it or you don't think you can do it. We about to see if by third quarter next game we gonna see if he think he can do it.
They should have kept them boys.
And if he don't think he can do it, he gonna tap out.
Well, I definitely think he gonna do it.
They had a playoff team.
I thought it was a big mistake that
Where it stopped.
Playoff Isaiah.
B-Lee trolling right now.
Playoff Isaiah. Playoff Jay
in-
Crowder.
You in full
The
troll
boys might
mode
would have
right
had a
now.
chance
Not playoff.
to win it
Isaiah.
all. You seen Crowder dropped 27 in this playoffs.
Crowder went back to Utah to play within the system. He won.
Oh, yeah,
he
you're
wasn't,
right. That ISO ball ain't for everybody.
Yeah, he wasn't digging what Bron was doing.
Everybody numbers drop when they get in that ISO ball.
Yeah, LeBron do that to people. LeBron really do. He sap the
This
stars,
everybody.
man. Chris Bosh,
South the
Kevin Love, they all
I just
just
thought about
goddamn.
that, bro. Damn. That ISO ball killing them.
What you want, man? What you want, man?
The Westbrook assists.
It's the you know, it like you said it works though to a degree.
What is going on right here? What is this
We
attack
just-
on LeBron
It's
right
not
now,
an
man?
attack on LeBron.
What
It's
the
just
hell
a-
it is,
We
man?
just talking about the Eastern Conference.
You got a troll in the damn amongst us, trolling the hell out of this shit, B-Lee.
Man.
Like, what's up? Just cause your off like uncontrary pick that you came up with the Boston Celtics. Like, you really don't want to see them boys in the finals.
Shit, from what been going on these past 2 games, I do. At least it'll be a team effort to beat the Warriors, not just one
Beat
player.
the Warriors.
I don't want to see. I
Or the
don't-
Rockets.
I'm
Matter
not
of fact,
trying to
the
see,
Rockets. I'm saying the Rockets. Matter
Yeah,
of fact,
because
the
you did
Rockets.
pick the Rockets. Yeah, remember your picks.
I'm not saying I don't want to see Boston in the finals. So LeBron, get on your shit, please. Do whatever you know what I'm saying, whatever you do. Don't tap out, nigga, because you know you'll rip off your jersey and walk out the stadium
I done seen that though.
straight to to the plane and goddamn go to another team.
Just off watchability. I done seen that though. LeBron against a team that he don't have enough to beat. So I done seen that.
Yeah.
I done seen him go crazy. That is fun to watch. You get somebody else a shot.
But that's what I'm saying. If LeBron feel like he has a chance, then he gonna go crazy.
I mean, but he don't have a chance.
If he feel like he have a chance by third quarter, early third quarter, if he feel like,
I think it was a
can do
mistake
this.
last game where they started LeBron on the bench in the fourth quarter. They were down by 7 already going into the fourth quarter, and they started LeBron off on the bench. And I was like, why do that? Like, because no offense is going to get generated while he's on the bench. And that's the thing too. Like, okay, even when he's on the bench and like you trying to figure out, okay, what other people gonna do? Y'all say LeBron is the offense or whatever. He makes that move when he's on the bench. Like,
It's the same thing though.
it's a mute point.
It's the same thing because you so used to LeBron orchestrating everything. Once he not out there, you just out there pretty much. You don't know what to do.
Trying to do the LeBron James moves. Then you get a few minutes of Rodney Hood trying to go one-on-one on somebody.
So this is
I'm tired of
why
seeing that.
it's not. Yeah. This shit ain't gonna work.
Are we really depending on Tyronn Lue to scheme shit up?
Nah.
It's kind of like we talking about players and we know Tyronn Lue.
This is what y'all brought up. Y'all said LeBron is the offense. And nobody can do nothing because he's controlling the whole ball. So what else is we gonna fall? What else are they gonna fall back on? Like,
Well, T. Lue,
you say if we saying we don't believe in T. Lue.
No, I don't believe in T. Lue at all.
I'm not a big advocate. But
LeBron is the coach.
But T. Lue,
It's his system.
T. Lue do be making some defensive adjustments throughout a series that be helping them win sometimes.
Yeah, starting Tristan Thompson.
The main advocate.
Well, yeah, he makes some lineup adjustments that'll help.
That'll
help stuff. But as far as game plan, LeBron is LeBron's system.
Yeah.
LeBron running the show. T. Lue is calling timeout.
And traded for them pieces that ain't.
I ain't gonna say all that now.
I just want to see how far you was gonna go.
Nah, I ain't gonna say all that.
What if LeBron really leaves? They got all these pieces for nothing.
LeBron
You
definitely
got the
gone.
number 8 pick, bro.
That's not gonna carry your team after LeBron leaves.
NBA lottery was this week, and the Cavs ended up with that 8th pick. Who number 1 pick was the Suns.
Suns, the Kings, and the Hawks.
And the
Top
Hawks.
three
The
picks.
Hawks got in that top 3.
Yeah.
Suns gonna be dangerous. I don't know. For the Suns, this might be the best Suns team they done had in about 15
Who
years.
they
is
going
what
with
I'm
though?
saying.
Who you think they going with number 1?
They should go
It's
Luka.
only
going
two
Luka.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Luka, old coach, but Luka talking about he don't know if he declaring or not.
That's that.
Do y'all believe that? It's no way he can. He
just trying to
do
work it. It feel like he just trying to work his move, really.
Why would he want to
What
drop
move,
though? If
though?
he drops, he gonna end up in Sacramento. Do you really want to do that?
He damn sure don't want to end up in Sacramento.
I think that's what he trying to avoid.
I don't know if he think they gonna take DeAndre Ayton because he got ties to Phoenix too.
But the coach not making the pick. So
I think they going Bagley.
number one.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah,
You think Phoenix going?
they definitely not picking Bagley over 8.
That'd be interesting.
I think they going Ayton.
Well, Bagley is from Bagley from Phoenix.
I don't give a
He
damn
is?
about where he from.
Ayton also
Motherfucker
played
with the
at
highest
Arizona.
ceiling.
Right. I mean, they got tied. Well, I
You
guess
think Bagley got a higher ceiling than DeAndre Ayton?
Yes,
Nah. Just body type, all that. Nah.
I do.
I
You don't see
Luka-
niggas like Ayton every day.
just athletic wise.
Just like athletic profile, you just don't see them niggas.
Yeah,
As
but
far as Amano, I understand what you're saying, but you just don't see motherfucker like DeAndre Ayton every day. You know what I mean?
You're right, but
You got to take them number 1.
no, that done failed a lot. Them
Yeah.
big men like that. That's
Greg
right. You're right.
Oden.
It's not many people like that. And
He not Greg Oden, no. He not
I'm
Greg
saying
Oden.
they
Greg
all-
Oden was more like a plotter. You know what I mean?
But they all about the same size, and I'm just talking about your body holding up when you that nimble and stuff for a long amount of time. Like them, they stay hurt. Traditionally.
I don't really remember somebody that
I mean, I saw
looks like
I saw a
DeAndre Ayton.
graphic the other day. It had Embiid on there. It was Embiid. It was Greg Oden. It was like 3 or 4 of them. Like they same kind of reach size.
I don't
They
think.
all- I'm not talking about playing style. I'm talking about the same physique.
I don't think DeAndre Ayton has the same physique as Embiid or Greg Oden.
He's got like they all about 7'1". They got the same about wingspan.
I'm saying as far as they build though, like DeAndre Ayton is like I haven't seen a basketball player in my recent memory that's
more
shredded
more
and cut like shoulders broad like that.
Yeah, he definitely ready as far as body wise to go into the NBA and do what he needs to do. And I mean, he can only improve on what he got already. So
yes, but I just believe like with how the NBA is play style like that for somebody that can score like Bagley and handle the ball a little bit like that. Like I feel like his ceiling is really high. Like and he's really young. Like
he's definitely really young because he came in earlier. Like
and
he forfeited his senior year or whatever it is, whatever it's called.
I mean, and he played bigger than he even actually is. Like he pop out the screen as soon as you turn on the TV. Like as soon as the game come on, it's gonna be within the 2 minutes. You're gonna be like, all right, that kid is.
Well, yeah, somebody. I mean, Bagley going top 3.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly
ain't nobody saying he about to slip in there. We
I like
Bagley
the Hawks.
Good.
I like the Hawks getting him like because when we talking about franchises. You talk about Cleveland losing LeBron. The Hawks, we need a superstar.
Definitely.
Like Atlanta needs a superstar, man. Like, and I think Bagley would be a great pick for the Hawks. For as far as what you say, as far as his potential and his scoring ability, really. Like I know at Duke they were talking about him defensively. I think him being young and not being as mature, not really being focused on that end. I think he can mature into somebody who can play defense because he got the size, he has the length, or whatever to be a good defender. It's just the will and the right coach to get him there. We just got a defensive coach.
Yeah.
And somebody that's strong in player development as well.
Right.
I think though, you get drafted that high. Everybody know you got the skills. It's more so about your mindset when you get drafted that high. If you're gonna, take it to that next level and be an all-star, be a great player.
Right, absolutely.
Because everybody got the skills when, you know what I'm saying, you go top 3 or whatever. Everybody got the skills, but if you don't have that dog in you, it don't really matter.
Dog.
Yeah.
No,
I also feel like how your game translate matters as well. Like some people, like when you get drafted, like you're not gonna be drafted to be that guy that can take 30 shots, and that's what made them that. Like you got to be able to adjust to the NBA game. As well as defenses where they out the box, it's 2 running at you if you on a bad team. Like,
man, that third what you say, B Lee, that third pick been hitting lately.
Yeah, third pick.
I mean, man. even in the series that we were just talking about, when you talk about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, those were 2 third picks for the Celtics, and you see how they're performing. And really, Jason Tatum, like we got all the talk with Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell as far as Rookie of the Year, and they just released the finalists for all the categories, and you got Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum as the top 3 finalists for Rookie of the Year. Jason Tatum has been consistent in these playoffs. I think he went on the streak where he was scoring 20. Well, what was it?
It was 20 plus in the playoffs.
20 plus
7
in the playoffs.
games.
7 games.
That's impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he's been doing his thing, man, and I mean, you can credit Danny Ainge, you can credit Brad Stevens, and then you gotta give him credit because, like you said, we gotta have that dog in you. Brad definitely got that dog in him. Like, what do you think? What do y'all think his potential is as far as him maturing and becoming a star? What do you think his ceiling is?
A star? I mean, when I see him play, he reminds me of Paul George. But I'm a star. I feel like he's a future all-star, definitely.
Do you feel like he's a future superstar?
Nah, I wouldn't say future superstar. I feel like he's a future all-star. I'm not sure if he'll ever be like your number 1. He might be able to, be a strong number 2 on the championship team. I wouldn't say superstar though.
Yeah. I don't know. That's B. Lee over there thinking about it a little bit.
I mean, that Paul George combo is a good one, but he came in better than Paul George, so I feel like his ceiling is higher, like, because he can have that same kind of progression with his game.
I think mentally, like, he showed that, his mentality as far as where Paul is at right now, and Paul is consistent, like, two-way player, one of the best two-way players in the game. I mean, not taking nothing away from him, but when you like you mentioned before, when you talk about being great and having a certain mentality, I think he's showing right now, like, the type of determination it takes to succeed and be successful in the biggest moments.
Yeah, he's not fazed by the moment.
Not at all.
I mean, we've considered Paul George a superstar at one point when he was going back and forth with LeBron. And
Certain people consider him a superstar.
Yeah, I never considered Paul George as a superstar.
Paul George really
he definitely was superstar.
Paul George got superstar skills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's two different things for me. We've had this debate before, but we've not had it on wax. But just what a superstar is. I thought he was one of the best players in the game at that time. I thought he was just one of the best players in the game. But superstar is like
off the court,
yeah,
on the court.
Everybody know you, even people that don't even barely watch basketball.
People know Paul George though.
I mean, well, Paul George has superstar skills though. It's just Paul George doesn't have the mentality to push your team over the top and be a number one on the team.
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen the mentality from him.
Yeah,
but
Paul George always have a commercial going on in the playoffs when he's not playing in the playoffs too.
But that alone is telling you that he still has that pull, that influence to where even though he has no success in the playoffs, we running Paul George commercials in the playoffs.
Real smooth. Very
So
smooth.
that doesn't mean you got a good agent.
Well, yeah, what about Kevin Love, Draymond Green? They superstars.
They can't do that.
I mean, they always have commercials in the playoffs.
Kevin Love got chocolate milk
he stayed
commercials.
with them milks before he even played. It was Kevin Love.
That doesn't mean you got a good agent.
Commercials y'all really done seen.
Oh, Draymond be all over TV.
Yes, and
Come
in
on.
them
He got the
finals,
he got the
they stayed
YouTube
with them
TV.
Draymond commercials in the finals.
So we comparing Draymond's like commercial appeal to Paul George, and y'all saying this comparable?
Well, we
Well,
talking about just what
man.
encompasses of a superstar.
Draymond got more. Draymond
got
has
more
more
commercials.
commercials than
So
Paul
we
George.
considering Draymond a superstar.
Within the Warriors system, he is a superstar.
Okay, that's the key word.
Within the Warriors
Because
system.
if you take him out the Warriors system, Draymond will not be an effective player at all.
I don't know
I
if
ain't
I
gonna
wouldn't say
say
at all, but I wouldn't say he wouldn't be on this level. I agree. He wouldn't be on this level
At all, though.
I don't think I think he would be effective.
He would be.
A lot of his assists come from the benefit of having some of the best shooters in the league around him.
That's true.
That's where everybody's assists come from. They got to make the shot.
But a lot of players don't. When you got some of the best players who they can hit the shots even when they're not open.
I don't know, man. I think
It's inflating numbers.
Draymond is the best defender in the NBA. I think he can guard point guards. He can guard 1 through 5.
Oh, no, that's disrespectful. He the
He
best
can't.
defensive player in the NBA.
He the best defender. I take him over Kawhi. Kawhi can't guard
All
centers.
right, yeah.
Can't Kawhi guard centers?
Draymond can't guard guards.
Yes, he can.
So if you put Draymond on Dame, you stopping him?
Nobody's stopping anybody. Let's be clear. But I'm not scared of that matchup whatsoever. I'm comfortable with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're not gonna put Draymond on he's switching.
Yeah, we talking
pick and rolls. Like he's capable of guarding a guard on those switches.
I mean, if we
so you can be
using that-
versatile in your defense when you have somebody like a Draymond on there. That's his biggest.
Draymond can switch. Well, Kawhi can switch then as well. If we using the concept of switching,
Yeah,
Kawhi can switch on
but
his
then
forward.
he took it to the point where he's talking about centers too.
Yeah, it's more of a preference though. I understand what you're saying. It's a preference. I would take Draymond over Kawhi just defensively.
Draymond's more of a headache. Like, you can try to ISO Kawhi's defense away from the ball. Like, Draymond always affect their defense. He line their defense up and everything. Like, their defense run off Draymond.
And he's a capable rim protector too.
He
on the
is
case.
like
I'm
He
not
good at
rolling.
contesting.
Draymond's defensive.
I mean,
It's not Kawhi's, man.
His perimeter
they
defense-
both got
his-
defensive player of the year.
His perimeter defense not, but
At
his
all.
overall defense, yes. Just the
Yeah.
fact, it's so crucial to on that switch that he can guard and stay home, and then he can switch after that and still be rotating within the defense. And he gets to spots and he can he's not nobody that's gonna be out of position. He always in position.
And you got to think about who he covering up for. Steph Curry get burnt regularly.
oh my goodness. Speaking of the Warriors, I mean, we can jump to their series too with the Houston Rockets because they're tied up 1-1 right now. And when you talk about Steph Curry getting abused, they was picking on Steph Curry this last game.
Yeah, Steph look a step slow, man.
Here we go with
Or a
that.
step.
What he hurt?
It's that time of year. That boy feathery, I told you.
Y'all gonna let me finish?
Oh, go ahead, man. My bad. All right, because we know you the resident
So you're not
Golden
gonna let me
State
finish?
fan. Go ahead.
Yeah, he look a step slow. He look a step outmatched, man. Chris Paul kind of taking it to him. I haven't seen the emotion that you usually see from Steph Curry. I ain't seen him, hit. I guess because he not hitting his shots right now. He not playing with that emotion that the Warriors need.
So he pouting.
Nah, he not pounding. That nigga trying, but that shit not working.
It
And then
definitely
you
not
go
working.
what? You go 2 for. I think he went 1 for 5 from 3 the first game and 1 for 8 the second game.
But like I think Buddy Lee said, it's that time of the year, man. Like you get deep into the playoffs, for whatever reason, Steph Curry hasn't been the same player deep in the playoffs that he's been in the regular season.
I mean, well, he just this is his. I want to say
What?
5th game back.
Oh,
Fourth and fifth game back.
Let's start with some of those excuses.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
just
even
said
though
he was outmatched.
I mean,
dog.
even though he went
what
off,
do you want from me?
I'm just saying, no. Even though he went off in the first round, boy came back. boy came in that first game back against the Pelicans. Went for 28. Lighting them up all series.
That's the Pelicans. The Rockets are a much better team than the Pelicans.
But Steph Curry's a 2-time MVP.
He is.
He wasn't a step slow last series.
Not at all.
Yeah. So one game. So what?
No,
what
2
are
games.
What are you saying?
What's
your point?
My point is, when it gets deep into the playoffs, Steph Curry is not the same player.
Last year in the
regular
finals,
season.
Steph Curry. What was Steph Curry?
That was his first. That was Steph Curry's first series where he actually performed up to his regular season.
How many
level.
rings did Steph Curry got?
2.
He got 2.
So what are you talking about deep in the season?
But the first ring he got, he wasn't even the MVP of the finals.
He never been MVP
He
of the
was
finals.
coming off an injury
Exactly.
that year too, though, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
This
Boy, Federer.
the year where he went off. That was the first year he was 100% healthy. Like I agree that Steph hasn't really showed up when it came to the most recent playoff experiences. But the fact that you got Steph on the floor, the offense still moves. Just the threat of Steph jacking that shit up.
Well, we understand his
no
impact
doubt.
for
It's
the
helping the
offense.
offense.
We're
Yeah,
just talking
it's
about
helping.
him individually in his play.
And Steph a smart man. He went to go get somebody to be that dog, man. He know he get injured in the playoffs, man.
Well, KD not a mentally. He don't have the mentality of a dog.
Yeah.
Draymond is the dog.
But look. That's the thing. That's the thing. He don't even have to have that mentality. That boy's so talented. He cold.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course.
You can't stop him. Like, so he don't even have to have that dog mentality. He
But
don't
they
give a
need
damn about. He don't give a damn about hitting that shot.
No,
They gonna need Steph though.
I don't think
Steph
they
got to
need-
perform.
I think they can still win without Steph.
Steph can't keep going 1 for 5, 1 for 8 and win.
I think they can win without Steph.
against the Rockets.
Oh, again, I'm.
We talking about
No.
the series,
Yes.
the Western Conference Finals right now. Cause the Rockets kind of put it on them this last game.
Well, what happened in the first game?
1 for 5, 1
Oh,
for
yeah.
8. And getting torched on defense.
KD cold, man.
Hell yeah, but he can't beat them by himself. Not that they hit shots.
What you talking about by itself? This is another guy over there that'll put 30, 40 on you, 30
Play.
to 20 minutes.
But
He
y'all
said,
just
hey,
called
hey,
Draymond a
that's
superstar
He
too.
do that, but it's a series just like everybody. James will do that. But Clay will hit your ass for 30 next game.
I'm saying they need Steph to perform to beat the Rockets.
I don't think so, because I think they got that just like Rockets got 2, they got 2. And I think they 2 still could be better than that too.
And they can kind of switch up they too. So it doesn't have to be necessarily. I think it always has to be KD to start, and then it could be whoever. It could be Steph. It could
Y'all
be
can't
Clay.
be serious right now.
What?
Steph doesn't have to perform for them to beat the 65 win Rockets.
No.
It's happened before, man.
How is that even possible?
What you mean?
As far as
'Cause
Steph
they-
not performing.
Because they got
No,
this.
I'm saying they haven't played a team of this caliber though. When have they played a team of this caliber?
You talking about over they run? They played the Cavaliers last year with Kyrie and LeBron.
That wasn't the Rockets are better than that Cavaliers.
Hell no.
They
No.
are.
Hell
you
no.
crazy, bro.
Hell
you
no.
taking-
Better than that Cavaliers team.
You taking James
LeBron-
Harden?
Yes.
You taking James
Yes.
Harden and Chris Paul?
They'll
over
beat the
Yes.
shit out of them.
Chris
boy.
Paul is better than Kyrie Irving. Are y'all
All right.
serious?
All right.
Who better
Kyrie
than
is still
LeBron?
giving money.
Nobody better than LeBron.
I'm taking,
But who else on the team?
bro. I'm taking LeBron and Kyrie over
K-Love. K-Love.
Chris Paul just got into the conference finals.
His
Give
first
me
time.
Give me the Rockets over that Cavs team.
No.
What?
Easy.
Over that championship team.
Yeah. They
Nah.
were down 3-1. They should have lost.
Over that
Brian
championship team.
got Draymond suspended.
Over that
We know what happened.
championship team. over
Nah,
somebody who just come on, man.
Nah, bro.
You ain't taking
I know
James.
they won a championship. I'm talking about talent for talent, though.
But you ain't taking James Harden led team and a D'Antoni led team. Don't you got that same feeling about D'Antoni?
Bro, I'm not talking about in the series. I'm talking about head up.
But we talking about in the series. They can't beat them in the series.
I think this team is better than that team. I'm not saying
Well,
psychologically, like
but
they
I'm saying,
coaching and all
but
that.
I'm saying the Warriors can beat that team. I believe they can beat that team. They can beat the damn Rockets.
They didn't beat that team.
it's 1-1 right now. It's 1-1 right now. So I mean, the Rockets. I mean, I mean, Golden State did what they needed to do at the end of the day. They took one from their home court, so they going back to Oracle, and it's gonna be kind of hell for the Rockets to get one, and which I think they need to get one in order to have a chance at this series at Oracle. So,
I mean, the Rockets they hit all look like damn near
all their shots, yeah.
But a lot of them shots was wide open because the Warriors were scrambling on defense, and picking up stuff. So,
I mean, you get one on the road. It's the conference finals. You get one on the road.
It don't change my opinion on the series.
Yeah, you get one on the road. But I got the Rockets.
I gotta see consistency out of the Rockets, man. Like, it's cool. Like, we saw them get smoked first game, and then they blew them out the second game. So we still don't really know which Warriors
shit
team
happened with the
this
Pelicans.
is in the
Pelicans
playoffs.
beat their ass one game.
And then you see what happened after that. It was
Yeah.
over. They went on, finished them. They were like, all right, we got to stop playing around with these boys. Like, we finna get them out of here.
I still got the Warriors in 5. I just feel like Steph got to play better.
Warriors in 5. I forgot you had Warriors in 5. I had both of these series going 7 games, honestly. I mean,
So you went from Warriors in 5. If they didn't have Steph, you would go Rockets in how many?
What are you talking about?
If Steph ain't, like we just talked about, if Steph don't perform, you would take the Rockets in how many games?
7.
Okay.
Steph can't go 1 for 5 and 1 for 8. So if Steph make 5 more threes for the rest of the series.
You got to go.
Happen.
You got to go in 7 games if that happens.
Absolutely, and the Rockets will win.
You see 7 games, so that's 7 games. That's still a chance. So then
that's still a
basically
competitive
going
series.
1 game of KD and Clay versus 1 game of Harden, because that's what them game 7s come down to.
Okay, you can have that point. I'm not arguing that point. I just feel like Steph has to perform for the Warriors to win. That's all. I don't care like how many games it takes.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. That's the fact that it's a chance. That's why I feel like he can be like that, and KD and Clay can do it. It's a safety net.
yeah.
Steph Curry not a safety net though. Steph Curry has to perform for these boys to win this series. Period.
I mean, I think we're talking about the luxury of having, and Steve Kerr kind of used that language or that term, the luxury of having 4 legit all-stars.
Then the Rockets third guy, Draymond.
Yeah, like I mean, it's like when you look at it that way, and you look at all the teams that are left, like the Warriors are the only teams who have 4 legit all-stars, and when we talk about Steph not really playing up to his level, they can afford that because they have 3 other all-stars that can affect the game. You got 2 scorers, and then you got somebody who can do a little bit of everything for them.
You can lead it out on a break, take care of some of them point guard responsibilities.
But I still got the Warriors. I still got the Cavs winning that series, even though they down 0-2.
2-0.
I think it's a wrap for the Cavs.
I know you had Toronto in the finals, so you already thought it was a wrap before then.
But I also had the Celtics too. I appreciate the money, you guys. So it's kind of I bet on LeBron this series. That's really what it was. Like, I like the Celtics. I knew they were better than Philly, but I really thought LeBron could pull through.
Brian better not lose this shit.
You acting like it's over. It ain't over.
Man, it's over.
Too old, man.
Yeah, it's
The hat low
a
as
wrap.
fuck at the on the podiums. The hat getting lower and lower.
So you got the Celtics winning too, huh?
Hell no, I never root for nothing Boston. That nigga better win.
Period. You talking about in spite though, man.
I told you.
I told
you a long time I was Team Bron to the finals.
There you go with that team.
This nigga so selfish about
that fake
Bron,
love, man. It's
that
just
fake
fake love.
love?
I know what fake love when I see it, man. You
Yeah,
talk all that
it's
talk
a-
about LeBron.
It's a clear statement, bro. Like I'm Team Bron to the finals. It's very clear. Don't get so emotional about it.
Nah, bro.
He's not winning the finals anyway, so it really don't matter. It don't matter who win between
We watching
Houston
the finals.
and Golden State.
We watching the finals.
Oh yeah, we gonna watch it. But
I'm
No,
talking
he talking
about
about he talking
Golden
about
State Rockets.
Golden State Rockets
Oh,
is
yeah.
the finals.
that's what matters.
I mean, there's no way to set it up like that, but that's if you really look at it. When the two best teams go, what's the best? That's the best series.
Yeah.
That's the best one we're gonna see.
Well, they were talking about their talks of having a 16, non-conference playoff for the NBA. Adam Silver been kind of.
You still have the same problem. I don't think that fixed the problem.
Yeah.
I know LeBron will vote that down swiftly.
He already did. He already publicly came out and he said he didn't see the point. I mean, because like you said, even when you look at college, you got damn near half of NCAA making, and they still find ways to complain about those last 4 spots that make it.
Yeah.
You never gonna make people 100%.
It's never gonna be a perfect
It's
system.
too hard
basically.
to wait regular season. Like they be sitting out games and all that. So regular season, it's a good kind of indicator of what's going on in the playoffs. But the seeding, like every time when the Cavs come in lower than the number 1 seed, they still be the favorite every series. Like, so it's no way you can stop that from happening, no matter how you seed it.
But what do y'all think about even, because, I mean, Adam Silver, he's been entertaining a lot of things, like the whole concept of, changing things. Like, what do y'all think about that as far as what the NBA is?
Again, like I said, the youth leading a lot of charges.
Yeah.
And it's just how they consume content. Like, so and they will stop watching your shit, or they'll be watching something else, and they know they got to get them streams, and they be looking for something fresh, or they'll stop watching you.
Yeah.
But I think, well, go ahead, C-Power.
Nah, I was just gonna say I like Adam Silver and his approach. Like he, from a business sense, he sees it. Like
Yep.
you know,
He don't
David
hide from
Stern, yeah, nah. Like he knows where the market is going. He knows, like you say, what the young people want. And when it came to even the advertisements on the jerseys, David Stern would have never did that.
Never.
But you see, it's been going on overseas for years, and
Right.
David just wouldn't do it. So Adam Silver was like, "Yeah, we gonna do that." So sports betting, we gonna do that too. We finna go ahead and get our 1%, however much we can get.
And that
on
news
top
just
of it.
dropped
Let's
this week.
Let's link with the video games. We're gonna start a league. They play out of.
Yeah.
We got a whole team that run them, and they making money off that.
Let's get this check.
And then sell the advertisement of the billboards that's on the video game to companies. Man, they be running up a dumb check.
So yeah, let's talk about that. What do y'all think about the Supreme Court ruling or making sports betting legal on a federal level?
It's about time. We were doing it anyway, though.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Fantasy sports,
Yeah.
like
All that is be a jug to see, like, all right, who gonna get paid in the who's who circle.
Yeah.
and it would seem like Major League Baseball and the NBA were kind of spearheading that whole charge, for the legalization of sports betting. And it seemed like football still kind of dragging their coattails and they hold the concept. You want to talk about change, the concept of change.
Yeah.
They still kind of slow on that, and it's kind of showing in their sport.
Yeah.
Real slow.
It
Hey,
is.
but so they gotta let Pete Rose in then, right?
They need
If
to.
they gonna advocate for sports betting.
Absolutely.
He ain't
not.
get, Pete Rose ain't getting in until he passed. Once Pete Rose passed,
Wow.
they gonna go ahead and give it to him, post him.
They
Well,
gon-
that's a good
if
point.
they
though.
gonna fight for sports betting, they gotta let them.
They don't want Pete Rose to enjoy it.
He bet on his own
So
team though.
I mean, baseball still
He did.
is.
As a
I
player,
don't see
and
nothing
a
wrong
man-
with
And the
it. I
manager.
still don't see
Double
nothing wrong
down,
with
Jack.
it. Yeah, like he had the guts to say, "I'm betting on myself,"
But
As
you
long
can
as
throw
he bet
games
it to
like
win.
you can.
As long as he
you
bet
can
it to
throw
win.
games like that.
but
too,
he
though.
wasn't throwing them though. He was betting on himself to win.
He bet
No.
to win every time.
Yeah.
No, he did.
So
So
that's the thing though.
No, he
You
didn't.
can never technically prove that.
nope.
He ain't bet on himself 162 times.
Yeah.
That'll be
Because
retarded.
any loss, you
That's
go look at.
backwards.
You
Right.
gotta go look at the film from the losses
That
and
nigga-
watch his every play.
That nigga know his pitchers and his staff. He
Sure, he had some 3-error games.
he ain't bet to win every game.
I mean, when you look at it, when you talk about the evolution of some of these sports, I think you have the NBA leading the way. Baseball, football is trying to evolve because money is being lost for them. Of course, the bottom line is always going to affect what you're doing, and for a long time now, football has been the top, but they kind of plateauing right now with the health issues that they have, CTE, lawsuits. I mean, even outside, with the whole perception or their image, domestic violence, and a lot of things that's going on. And then also the race aspect of it, where you have these owners, going against and not allowing these players, their Second Amendment rights. So they got a lot of things going on that they got to kind of figure out. And, I mean, they really getting exposed to me.
Big time, man. They got a lot, like you said, man. But it's majority of them owners. Like,
yeah. I mean, the NFL and the culture, it's always been that way, and it's been fucked up.
Yeah.
I just think it's magnified once you saw how they kind of freezing Kaepernick out and Eric Reed out over kneeling.
Yeah.
It just put it in the forefront, like they really are on some other shit. Like, this not a reason to freeze these two guys out of completely playing.
One of the most racist institutions that we have in America is football.
I noticed it when that concussion stuff happened. Like, I didn't know how much stuff they knew. Like, and I knew it before, like, it hit everybody. But when I first, saw that first story, like, of how they knew people was dying and stuff like that, and then they still didn't want to pay them folks, like, with all that money they was making, like, even they best players, like, not wanting to pay for their hospital bills, they dying, they want to do this, nothing for their kids and stuff, like, that's messed up.
The shield.
That's dirty.
They put the shield
That's
over
dirty.
everything.
And then after it started getting released public, like after the story started breaking, then they cut the deal where they started giving them benefits and out of that. But they had knew for like 10 years about that junk. Like, that's messed up.
They was trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
I mean, and they still lost the case.
You can cover it up. Like, it's ways you can seal documents and pay somebody. It's ways you can seal documents. It's like you can do
Well,
it.
I should have said they was trying to save face. They didn't want everything to get out like that.
I don't really think they're trying to save face, because I mean, they're still fighting.
I think they just flat out did not care about them. Like,
they still don't.
Yeah. I agree.
Which they don't now. Yeah, exactly. They flat out didn't care about them.
I mean, you see them trying to do
Flat
major
out
changes.
looked at them as slaves.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it, you look at the pipeline system that they have as far as what we're going on in college. And colleges and NCAA is a whole nother thing too. Because when you look at the NCAA and what they're doing to like basketball players and football players as far as the amount of money is made off their backs, and they ain't seeing a cent.
Zero.
But, they get a so-called, some of them get free education, not even all of them.
Most of them don't even go 4
you can lose
years and get their
scholarships.
degree. Yeah, and that too.
And especially with football, we were talking about football. Like you got to do 3 years in college. So 3 years of you giving your all, getting injured, having all these type of injuries, and then a lot of these players don't even see the NFL to prosper monetarily, for them 3 years that they put in. A lot of them get used up in college. Then next thing you know, hey, you don't get drafted, you don't make the team, free agent.
You better red shirt. Go to a good school. Yeah, it's only play 1 year, then you can go to the league.
Talking about JT.
No shit. JT.
Nah, not
JT played some years.
Exactly. JT a vet in the college game.
I'm talking about
Boy,
shit.
got an
I'm talking about
orange
those
shirt.
red shirts.
Talking
Yeah,
about Michael Jameis.
Well, shit, the cornerback they just got drafted to the Browns.
Nah, James was a true freshman.
He really only played 1 year. Marshawn Lattimore really only played 1 year.
that's true.
Malik Hooker, he really only played 1 year. So
You definitely got to be smart about it these days, man. Cause
Damn, that's a good point.
yeah. You gotta be business. You gotta approach it as a business, because the NFL damn sure gonna approach it as a business.
They slowly getting there. They starting to sit out them bowl games at the end of the year.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
even they starting to even
You ain't
hit,
got
it
no
ain't
choice.
the ship. It slowly was. At first it was just if I ain't in them that. All right, nobody care if I'm playing the Holiday Bowl or something like that. Now if it ain't the ship, I'm not coming, dog.
that's smart, man. You can't.
I come support my boys.
Yeah, you can't dog them for that.
Hey,
Protect the bag. Protect the bag at all costs, man. I'm not finna sit out here and hurt myself right before the draft, man.
Yeah.
What?
They be getting them crazy. Well, you gotta have money for that. Getting them crazy insurance policies.
Oh yeah.